So what I've done is, in preparation, since this all uses push pins and there's no bolts to kind of hold it in place initially, I've taken a bungee cord, looped it to the seat frame, and took a pull noodle, cut it in half to place it underneath for grip. I looped it around to the frame there. I took another shorter bungee cord, looped it from the seat, the guard post, and just looped it there. And you're gonna play around with this so you get this fender flush against the body. And I suggest you spend time playing with this so you get a feel for where the flare should mount. The instructions show going in sequence from the back to the front, and I'm not going to follow that, because first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press hard here, because you want to align to both this surface and this surface. You have to press down and kind of get that corner, and then they say to do these two, but I'm going to do this hole, because you see this right here? Once you get that in place, you want to get this, you want to push in so that gap is nil, and that'll align. And then you can do these two holes. Here, you'll notice I gotta push it in to match. Okay. Another thing is really important is if you don't use a drill stop, you're going to drill into this taillight housing. So on the rear fender install, it's really important to use your drill stop. And I set this to 1/2 inch. I'll drill my first hole. Once again, I'm going to try and get this in the corner. Make sure that you have parallel alignment here. Okay. I'm going to show you how close that is to the taillight housing. That's very close. And when you're drilling, don't use a whole lot of pressure. You know, you're going through plastic. You're not going through hardened steel. Install my push pin. So this back push pin doesn't want to go in all the way. So we'll deal with that later. But it's holding the body panel in place. So I'm going to do this one. That one went out okay. So what I'm noticing is these push pins are going in pretty tight. Okay. This is probably, this is the most critical one, and this is the second most critical. Make sure you have this flush. in. And then once that's in, I can get these last two holes pretty easy. Let me reposition you. Now I don't even have to hold it against the bodywork. It's right there. Okay, so those went in pretty easy. All right, so take these bundles off. See how that clears the tree kicker guard, rock slider. See how there's very little gap there? Let me open the door here so you have a better shot. And this is the only one that's giving me a little bit of trouble. But this is the most careful you want to be because of the taillight housing. You don't want to drill through that. Let me just come out and give you a little how it looks. Sorry for the glare, it's morning. Okay, so I finally got this rear push pin in. You got to press really hard and compress this plastic a little bit so it gets in there. I guess that this plastic height is a little bit thicker, so don't wallow out the hole. Just put a lot of pressure here and the push pin will finally go in. Finish the passenger side. Just going to show you the lines here and the gap. When you're fitting it, remember, try and get this parallel, and you can also use this as a guide down here. See the gap I did on this side from here to here compared to the driver's side. When I was fitting the passenger side, this came all the way back when I was first fitting it, and I initially was going to install it that way, but you need to have a gap here. They're plastic, so they're going to have slight variances. Only thing I like to see is I wish they would have extended this plastic over to here, because this fills up with mud, and maybe Unique Off-Road Products can make a filler panel here or something. So the rears definitely complement the front. So there you go, the RMAX 4 molded extended fender flares from Yamaha.